Hi, I'm Joe Parsons with Finn Corporation, and I'm here today to present the all-new MBM3 Material Blower. This project has been my baby for the past 2 years, and I'm super excited to show you guys what it's all about. Long before I was even the product manager for Finn Corp, we've heard feedback about the BB302 and the absolute workhorse that it has been and how we can make it better. We've taken that feedback and we've listened and we've transformed that machine into what you see behind me today. So now let's take a walk around the machine and check out all of these new features. The MBM3 comes standard as a CE certified skid, which means this machine can now be shipped to more parts of the world, including the EU countries and anywhere else that has fuel to support Tier 4 engines. Something else you'll appreciate is the skid weighs in at about 5,300 pounds and the trailer version at 6,200 pounds. We've also rated the GVWR at 10,000 pounds. Now, why are these numbers so important? Well, that means you can now pull this 10,000 pound trailer behind a under 26,000 pound truck and not need a CDL. And in today's labor market, I know that's gonna be a huge benefit to you guys. An added bonus, and a first time for any Finn material blower, is that we've now raised the airlock so that it is no longer the lowest point on your machine. That means you can put this on a flatbed truck or a trailer and it doesn't have to hang off the back like it has in the past. If you'd rather have the trailer version instead of the skid version, all that you have to do is add a trailer tongue, bolt-on axles, and a bumper. We've also given you 5,000 pound axles with 15-inch tires compared to what the BB302 has with those small 13-inch tires. If you want to move it around in other ways, we got you covered there too. We built this machine with forklift pockets, or you have a single point lift up top where you can pick this up with an overhead crane or a mini excavator. Now let's take a look under the hood. This machine has the same Yanmar 35.1 horsepower 3-cylinder diesel engine and blower as the BB302. And we've heard your complaints about the previous radiator. So on this machine, we've given you a new cooling package, which includes larger fin designs in the radiator so that we won't have that clogging issue any longer. And one of the largest aspects of this machine, and the reason for the 3 in the model name, is this is now doubled in size to a 3-yard hopper versus our 1.5-yard hopper on the BB302. In addition to the added capacity, we also designed this new hopper to have a reach with less than 20 inches and a max height of 72 inches on the loading side. This makes reloading the unit easier with smaller equipment such as a mini skid steer or a small tractor. But keep in mind the hopper is still long enough to allow for those oversized wheel loader buckets as well. This unit also comes with a few options, one of those being a front loading chute, but if you don't want the loading chute, you can also get a cover plate to cover that hole up, similar to the MBH6. Now let's talk about some reel innovations. This unit now comes with 150 feet of hose, all mounted on the reel. Let me say that again. It's 150 feet of 4-inch blower hose that's all on the reel. So that means no more throwing that extra 50-foot piece of hose inside the hopper or in the back of your truck. We've also given you a hydraulic rewind function. Now this will be free wheel on the out, push button reel in. I do want to point out, in order to unwind this hose reel, the engine does need to be off so that the hydraulic motor will unlock the reel. Another item you can't miss is this awesome new green hose that we've named the EcoStrike. This is a new lighter weight, easier to handle hose that is now available through our Finn dealer channel and will also work for any of those older Finn machines running 4-inch hose as well. But for any of you that love the tried and true Finn gray hose, you can also order this machine new with that as an option as well. And right here beside our hose reel is our new Telematics module, which is coming standard starting on the MBM3. This will help us service you better. When you're having issues in the field, we can virtually log in and see what's going on with your machine. It also helps you track important data about your machine, like location and serviceability. Another helpful new feature is the option to add dust suppression. We're actually giving you 2 different options for dust suppression, one being a full onboard water tank system, the other being just a garden hose hookup. Both options will spray a water curtain right here at the mulch outlet to knock down the dust and keep your job site cleaner. Now let's talk more about this full onboard water tank option. It comes with a 20-gallon tank and a 1.5 GPM pump and a control knob to set your desired spray setting. If you set it at the lowest setting, which is a 1/4 gallon per minute, it'll last you about 80 minutes, or if you're at full bore, you're only gonna last about 15 minutes. Are you ready to take control? Well, you're gonna love this all new control panel. It's easily connected to our new radio controller, and it's also very easy to change your blower speed. And enter, and now you're running. And since we're talking about the remote, you can see that we've used the same remote that we use on the MBH6. And if you don't know, this remote makes it very easy to dial in your settings when you're on the end of the hose. And here at the top of the machine, we've added a manual hand crank Tarp kit to meet all DOT regulations. We've recessed the fuel tank into the front of the skid to protect it while filling your machine with mulch. It also gives you easy ground level filling ability. And we've also given you this awesome MBM3 laser cut fuel level sight gauge so you can see your fuel level when you're standing away from the machine. Another optional feature that we've added is the new LED work light package, which will help you on those early morning starts or trying to finish a job in the evening. We've also relocated a few items to make serviceability easier, so things like your oil filter, your fuel filter, and your drain plug. Now, who hates pesky hose clogs? I know I do. So to fix that issue, we've added a new transducer in your air circuit that is constantly monitoring your air pressure, and when it gets close to your Kunkel relief valve, it's going to decrease your floor speed to put less material in the airlock and prevent those hose clogs. I know I've broken a taillight or two pulling this hose off the reel, and maybe you have too, so we've addressed that issue by recessing the lights into the bumper. For more information about the MBM3, please reach out to your local dealer rep or visit us at fincorp.com.